feel different.
Do you play the piano by any chance?
I don't, no.
I bet you would be good at it. Do you want to instruct me? See how I do? So
yeah,
we haven't practiced. All right.
So the first way, you're just going to hold them in your hands, and you're going to try and go one way, keeping them touching together. And then you're going to try and make them go the other way.
Oh boy. That's a lot harder for me.
Yes. And that's the way it is with most people. Most people
I really love the feel of this. You know, on a practical standpoint, you know, they say like we pick up germs with our hands. So do you not recommend people share their balls with others, or, you know, what's your feeling on that? Simple,
you know, wiping them down with a cloth. You know.
Yeah.
You know, basic sanitary procedures.
Okay.
There. But yeah, most people will find that one direction works reasonably okay, but the other direction can be a little tricky.
Yeah, and can be an indication of anything?
No, it's just a matter of practice.
Well, and I've noticed you've been doing with your left hand. What about like the right hand? Is it important to practice with both hands equally?
Yes, it is. It's important to practice both hands.
I have to tell you, I can feel a considerable difference between my right hand and my left hand right now.
Yeah.
It's absolutely remarkable. It's like this hand is like 5 or 10 degrees warmer. My right hand is 5 or 10 degrees warmer than my left.
Just from a few minutes.
Yeah, it's absolutely remarkable.
It's astounding how much more blood flow that all this movement in your hand can create.
I'm trying to do this over the top one. I'm not having much luck. Is it because the balls are too big?
For you as a beginner, that set might be a little too large. You can try this size?
Try the baby size.
I'll take this.
Okay. I can see. I like the feel of those balls better.
A lot of people do like the stone, the more natural feel to the material.
Wow. All right, and I noticed that each one of these has like a box. So is that customary? You know, that when you buy a set, it always comes with a box?
Yes, a box is normal. Some people prefer a little bag to keep them in. For some people, it's a little easier in the pocket or in the purse for them to be in a little bag.
Yeah. These are pretty cool. And what do you think the weight of these are?
You know, I've never actually weighed them.
Yeah. But I can tell you, I can really feel the difference.
Between the two hands. Yes.
Yeah. So let's see. What haven't we covered yet? Let me ask you this. I think I'm going to answer this question myself, but how quick do you expect people to experience results?
For most people, it's going to be a slow, gradual process.
I'm shocked. Because I can feel the difference now.
Yes. I have had people within half an hour, within a couple of weeks, make very, very positive changes, both in their stress levels and their outlook mentally, to the physical arthritis and rheumatism being relieved.
Yeah.
For most people, it is going to be a slow, gradual change.
I can tell you, I'm hooked. I am absolutely hooked.
And that's the thing, is most people, once they've experienced a class and they've actually started to use them, they keep using them.
What about like doing it like right before bed, helping someone to go to sleep?
Oh yes. Yes. Definitely. It can be a great way, again, that stress relief, that relaxation, to allow the mind to calm before you get to sleep.
And now I'm thinking, here's another way to use it, like for weight control, to have people just do a couple minutes, like right before they go to eat. You know, so a way to kind of empty their mind and center themselves. Great.
Yes.
Or if you know, somebody just has driven, you know, a stressful commute. Not that it ever happens in Chicago area. You know, you've been stuck in traffic and, you know, boom, 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 and just take 2 minutes to chill out. So,
Oh, yes.
so we covered like 1/3 of the class, you know, the history, and then we talked about, I guess the second third was the 10 exercises you teach. What do you do in the final third of the class?
The final third is a look at some of the more advanced exercises.
Oh boy.
Because the only limit to what you can do with these really is your imagination.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a matter of figuring out, what can I do with these?
Kind of like breakdancing.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
The Chinese have competitions for these.
You're kidding me.
Oh, yes.
Who judges that? They have like...
They have national competitions, the same as anything else, and people will go there and they'll show something, and you know, this is what I can do. So everybody goes away and they want to come back the next year. What can I do to better that?
Can you do both hands at the same time?
Yes. That is one of, in my feeling, that is one of the best ways to help the mind,
Yeah.
is to work both hands at the same time. And then you're using left and right brain at the same
Right,
time.
because the left brain hemisphere controls the right hand, and the right brain hemisphere controls the left hand.
Yes.
And can you make them go in opposite directions? That would be hard.
Well, the first part is to do the same exercise in both hands, which is counterclockwise in one hand and clockwise in the other. And then to do one exercise in one hand and the opposite exercise in the other hand. So you have them both going clockwise or counterclockwise.
Yeah.
And then you do one exercise in one hand and a different exercise in the other hand. And that really helps stimulate the mind. And sooner or later you find that both hands are doing the same thing.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. And would you normally do them with the same type of balls in both hands, or would you choose to have different size balls?
Well, initially when you first start doing both hands at the same time, it's best to start with the same type, the same size in both hands.
Yes.
And once you get a little bit more comfortable, then you can change sizes, have
Yes.
different sizes in the two hands,
Yeah.
different types in the two hands. That makes it a little trickier when you have a large size in one hand and a small size in the other hand.
Well, it's amazing what you can do with two balls. It seems like it gets infinite as to what you can do. Well, we have about a minute to go, John. Is there any last point or points you'd like to drive home before we go?
The big thing is the mental aspect of them, is the stress relief and the relaxation. With so many doctor's visits and hospital visits caused in modern society by stress, anything that we can do to help relieve stress, to keep the mind active, is really, really important. And this is it's a simple, it's a cheap way of exercising that you can do anytime, any place, anywhere, that you're safe.
Yeah. Do you feel like if once you start doing one hand, it kind of benefits the other? You know, because now I feel like my left hand is more relaxed and warmer since we started.
Good. Good.
So,
Yeah.
great. Let's see how we're doing on time. We're just about out of time, so want to thank you, John. And if people want to find out about you or InnerQuest or Infinity Foundation or your workshop, stay tuned to the credits at the end. Until next time, we wish you good health, good spirits, and good fortune. Now, this is the part where I normally shake hands with the guests, but that's okay.
Jay, thank you very much. It's been my pleasure to be here tonight.
Same here.
For more information about this show, our guests, Infinity Foundation, or any of our other programs, please visit our website, infinityfoundation.org, or call us at 847-831-8828.